Hello, today we are talking about how to camouflage the tummy area. I know a lot of us struggle with that, and I know at my heaviest weight that was my biggest concern. And I used to go shopping and look for basically anything that was oversized, flowy, that would just drape over my midsection, that would not hug me or go in at the waist, anything like that, because I was embarrassed. I felt like it was so unflattering. It used to just bother me so much. But there's other ways for us to style and wear things and still look really great without being in like a tent. You know what I mean? Without just that just oversized kind of look. So I've put together a list of some fabrics and some silhouettes that can actually complement our figure even while we're still trying to hide that midsection. And so, if that's not your issue, if you don't have that problem, you may want to skip this video, and that's okay. But if you do, or if you have, or you know someone who does, it might be a little bit helpful. So thanks for being here today. So to start, one idea would be to look for fabrics that have a little bit of structure to them, kind of like maybe a denim or 100% cotton poplin or, a linen, something that's got some structure to it. I have a few suggestions here on the graphic, and just to give you some visual ideas, this is more of a let's talk through some tips and tricks video rather than let me show you what this looks like on. So I do have some items that I am going to show you what it looks like on, but for the most part, we're going to be talking through ways that we can camouflage that tummy area. So one that I wanted to point out in this particular graphic is that linen shell. So I have that one. I wear it often. I love it. And if you'll notice, it's a little bit of a boxier fit. It doesn't look like a tent. It's not way oversized or anything like that. But because it has that sort of boxier fit and it stops about right here, it just doesn't cling to me and it doesn't, accentuate areas I don't want accentuated. And it's just that type of thing. So be looking for structured tops, crisp button downs, this type of thing, that's going to really help. This non-iron button down top is a great example of what I'm talking about. It has a little bit of structure to that fabric and it's not oversized, so you could actually wear it untucked, like with a pair of jeans or something, or corduroys, sweater over your shoulder, or you could tuck it in, maybe a little front tuck, and then pull the rest out. But it's not going to be clinging to you. It's going to give a little bit of structure. I keep going back to that word, but that's the word that I'm thinking of in that area. I also wanted to just show you this. They're calling it a sweater jacket. I wear it as a top, and this one runs big, so keep that in mind. But here's another example. It's not crazy oversized, but it kind of has that boxy fit to it. And because of where it hits, right kind of below the hip bone, you are getting that extra room in there, but it's not oversized and too overbearing for you. I believe it's going to complement your shape because of where it lands, where it hits. It might camouflage that tummy, but yet it'll cover it in a way that's still flattering because it's not just some big oversized tent type look. Now, the next one I want to show you is this dress. And again, we're just kind of looking for more of a boxier silhouette, one that's not clingy. This dress is darling. It's on sale right now, and I think it's final sale, but look at the style. It's just that straight style, that lace up nautical kind of look at the top is really cute. But it just sort of skims the body. It doesn't really go in very much, but it's going to camouflage, yet it's really cute. That's the point. The point is, I think that we can look stylish and put together, but not sloppy while we're trying to hide the midsection. Second tip is to look for ruched or smocked tops, like what you're seeing in the second style board. I have the white one that you're seeing. It's actually a little bit of an off-white, and it's sort of smocked, but it's not that clingy smocked. It just sort of skims the body, and if you'll notice at the bottom, it has sort of a little bit of a ruffle. It's camouflaging the stomach basically, but it's flattering because it's not that, again, oversized sloppy look. It actually looks really put together. So think about that when you're shopping. Ruched tops are really, really good for this. So I pulled a few more that I wanted to show you. So this is a t-shirt dress, and it's not a boxy fit like what we saw on the first style board, but it's more but it's not clingy. But that ruching at the tummy area gives a little bit of extra fabric, a little bit of extra room, and it just hides it. It just looks flattering. And so this is a great example of what I'm trying to get across and convey. Here we have a much more casual look, but again, you're getting the idea of what I'm talking about. This is just a t-shirt basically, but it has, the main t-shirt part at the top is normal, but then it has the ruching across the bottom. It's not clingy, but it does camouflage, and so I just think that there are so many ways for us to look cute and put together and not think that we need to just wear clothes that are too big for us, or just, you know what I used to look for all the time? The tunic style tops. I lived in tunic tops. I mean, and if it wasn't long and going to cover my bum and my tummy, I didn't even want to look at it. But I don't think that that's what we need to do to accomplish this goal. So, okay, here we have a denim top, and it's not clingy, but it does have that ruching across the tummy, and it's another example of a great way to do this. I just thought this one was fun. Some of these items are spendy, some of these items are not, and I'm not really showing these to you to say buy this. I'm just showing them to you to say this is the idea of what we're talking about today. And then the last one I wanted to show you in the ruched section is this one. So it's a Boatneck tee, and I think it's really cute, and it's on sale right now for $18. But the ruching on this one is on the sides, but because it's ruched here, it's creating a little bit of draping in the midsection, and it just works. It works. It accomplishes the goal that we're trying to accomplish. And so I just want you to see that with that ruched style. Our third style board is just to show you that dressing monochromatic really is slenderizing, and it just creates that visual of a long, lean look, the up and down of the eye. And you can do this in a number of ways, and it doesn't always have to be matchy-matchy. It can be. So an all-black look is very chic, but even just keeping the tones the same. For instance, if you were to wear a pair of cream colored slacks pants and pair it with a light tan top, you would have that monochromatic look. And when possible, keep the shoes, the belt, all of this all in that same tone, and it's going to help create the illusion of a longer, taller, leaner look when we dress monochromatic. I love dressing monochromatic. I think it's just very chic, and to do it in like browns or cream or black, it's a very, very sophisticated look. Another great style tip is to focus on the neckline. That pulls the eye up. And right now there are so many things that are very popular, very on trend, very in style, that have to do with the neck up. For instance, neck scarves. I'm seeing those everywhere. And I'll tell you what, I see them on someone and I think that looks so cool, looks so Jackie O-ish, or Audrey Hepburn. I don't know, it just looks so cool. And when I try to do it, I feel like I look like an airline stewardess. I don't know. I have a hard time pulling it off on me, but when I see it on other people, I think, that looks so cool. So neck scarves, they're very in. Even the statement necklaces that we're seeing, it just draws the eye right here and up. And there's so many cute ones, and they're all price ranges, of course. cool earrings. You know, if you like to wear a statement earring, that's another great way to pull the eye up. Having a fun collar or some interest going on at the top of your outfit is going to pull the eye up. And sunglasses. Sunglasses, I feel like they're always popular, but right now, the shape. Okay, I just got some. Let me show you. Hold on. I really like these sunglasses, so this is what they look like. They're just they have a little bit of interest to them, they're different, and I think they're kind of cool. They're on sale right now at Anthropologie. I'll link them for you down below. But um, what's in style right now is not this style, but it's more of the oval, kind of roundish oval shape, and they're everywhere. I mean, you'll find them everywhere. That's what's on trend right now, but I don't really care. I like those, and so I like to get what I like. But if you do care about what's on trend, the oval shaped, that is a lot more popular right now. But again, okay, sunglasses, obviously by wearing them, pop them on your head. There's just little subtle things like that we can do that is going to create visual interest, draw the eye up so that the focus is from here up. And on this last style board, I just wanted you to get the image of creating layers that are more of like an open look. So for instance, if you have a blazer that's not buttoned, okay, I mean, I rarely button any blazer I wear, but just having it open, when you have a long line like that, like the blazer that's open right here, it just creates that visual of a long line. Same with an open front cardigan, a longer cardigan, it's going to create that line down the front, which is going to go vertical, and it's actually giving you a little bit of shape. It's creating a visual line that's going to look stylish and put together by just wearing it open, like an open vest, an open cardigan, an open blazer. It's going to help sort of camouflage the area, but at the same time, it's creating that visual line that's going to be slenderizing to that area as well. I hope that you found this video helpful. It's a little bit shorter than normal, but sometimes I think it's fun to just take one issue and sort of tackle it and dissect that together and maybe learn a little bit. Anyway, something a little bit different. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for spending part of your day with me. It means so, so much. And enjoy the rest of your weekend, friend. I will see you here in a few days on YouTube.